First place I went the day after the election was Newark. And I spent a lot of personal time selecting the new superintendent of schools in Newark, who is a woman who I know you're going to get to respect and admire. And she's doing a good job already in trying to turn out a school district that is laden with patronage, jobs for everybody's aunt, uncle, cousin, nephew, niece in the world that are not helping the education of those children at all. And the fights that I'm having on education, and the main fights that I'm having with the teachers union, are about Newark, are about urban education in this state. Because let me tell you, this guy's from Millburn, they're not worried about their kids' education in Millburn, they're getting a great one. Cherry Hill, Haddonfield, Cranford, Westfield, Livingston, where I grew up, Mendham, where I live now, they're getting a really good public education. In Newark, those kids and their families are being screwed. Okay, and so the fights that I'm having to change teacher tenure, to change the way schools are run, to empower principals, to pay teachers in those districts more so we can get the best teachers down there to try to help lift these children up, longer school day, longer school year, all the things I'm advocating for that the teachers union is fighting me on is not to make education better in Millburn, it's to make education better in Newark, because for the kids who started the 9th grade 2 weeks ago in Newark, at any one of Newark's high schools, 23% of them will graduate in 4 years with a high school diploma. 23%. And so what I'm saying to you is, I am trying to change it. But these fights are big fights, and I'm having them. You can see I'm having them. And so we need you and others to be speaking out and saying to them, we're not going to accept the status quo anymore. We're not going to wait another 20 years for us to spend more money in Newark to get no results. The average pupil spend in Newark is $24,000 per pupil per year. And that's the result we're getting for it. Those kids aren't better because we spend more money. They'll be better when we give them a better education. So when you ask me, do I care about Newark? It's not visiting there that matters the most, although I have and I will with this group of moms and dads that you want to put together. It is about, where do you choose to have your fights? Where do you choose to have your fights? And I've chosen to have my biggest fight, my most public fight, with the teachers union over the failure of urban education, because your children and their future should be as precious to every one of us as my children and their future is. And if we don't get that, we're never going to advance as a state. So I care deeply about that issue, and I've been fighting for it.